The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
A dynamic individual with a wide range of interests and achievements in both the corporate and social spheres. One who has successfully founded, led and grown several local and international organizations, while also actively participating in numerous initiatives. Khalid Al Ghaud, founder of Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility Society, BCSRS. Khalid established the BCSRS in 2011, comprising various committees, and he oversees the Community Services Department for Youth, an essential component of the society. This department consists of dedicated youth members aged 11 to 24 who are committed to helping the community overcome social issues and drive positive change. Khalid's impact extends beyond the society as he has initiated over hundreds of community services in Bahrain and the GCC. Furthermore, he has sponsored numerous initiatives and serves as a board member of the National Committee to Combat Human Trafficking. As an international speaker, entrepreneur, leadership expert, and business consultant, Khalid's expertise has been recognized worldwide. For over 20 years, he's been invited to manage various private and government-supported events, as well as deliver impactful speeches on public platforms. Over the years, Khalid has honed the qualities that make him an exceptional coach with expertise spanning leadership, CSR, PR, public speaking, events management, motivational speeches, and voluntary services. His long-standing connections within family business organizations have allowed him to cultivate enduring relationships with individuals and organizations that share his expertise. Throughout his career, Khalid has recognized the importance of addressing community issues. To do so, he has actively engaged with community by delivering speeches and workshops at various events. In recognition of his efforts, Khalid has received over 60 awards, earning the trust of individuals from government, private, and social sectors. His expertise and reputation as a keynote speaker have made him a sought-after presence at universities, organizations, conferences, and workshops. With over 20 years of training, his speeches seamlessly blend the art of public speaking with the principles of marketing. Moreover, his unique perspective encompasses insights into the workplace, academic environments, and personal life, making his talks relevant and impactful for diverse audience. Joining us tonight on Success Statements from BMC Global Live, a show which features people who make a difference. It is the founder of Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility Society, Khalid Al Ghaud. An experienced individual with a diverse background in corporate and social spheres. A sought-after presence at universities, organizations, conferences, and workshops. A vibrant and ever so jovial Khalid Al Ghaud, the founder of the Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility Society, joining us on Success Statements from BMC Global Live. Good evening, Khalid. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's my pleasure, and thank you very much for inviting me to your show.
As I told in my intro, the ever so jovial. I've always known you as a very jovial person. Known you for the past 20 years. And I look forward to a jovial chat this evening.
That will be my pleasure.
Chat, yeah? As I said, 2 decades, having seen you growing up with your passion, that is corporate social responsibility, commitment to the society, and the gifted person that you are, the gift of gab, the way you speak, the way you charm your audience, all this. I know it's too big a plate to be discussed over a 1-hour chat, but still, take us through your journey. To begin with, what led you to the society that you established, which I know it's very close to your heart?
I started it back when I was working in the second biggest aluminium smelter in the world. And I saw that they were doing community services program, and a timely community services program, and not a corporate social responsibility. So I sat with the department in concern, and I told them one thing: why don't you start a corporate social responsibility department and start doing a sustainable project for the country and for the challenges that the social, which is the people, is facing in Bahrain? The answer was a bit shocking, which was, we are doing this already by cleaning the beach, visiting the children in the hospital, having a day out for the elderly. And I said, those are community services. It's a timely project. It's not a sustainable project. And then I got the opportunity to work for one of the oldest family office in Bahrain. And they are not only in Bahrain, they are globally recognized, with today more than 140 years in service. So when I joined them, I saw lots of sustainable projects. They've been building hospitals, they've been building events halls for condolences or even for weddings, and they were giving it to the public. And the hospital is a specialized hospital, fully equipped with the latest machines. And they just hand it over to the governments to run it. So I told them, that's really what I was looking for in any organization. Why don't you document your corporate social responsibility projects? And the answer was also shocking. Where the answer was, that's our community service.
Okay.
So I sat with my friends and we say, you know what, I found out something. There is a misunderstood of what is the definition, the real definition of a corporate social responsibility in my country. And with that, let us start a non-profit organization that will build this awareness. So tomorrow, we're going to see the private sector who allocate a small amount of their annual budget to help the community. This money in building a sustainable project. So instead of you having a day out for the orphans, build a shelter for the orphans. And instead of you having a day out for the elderlies, build an elderly house. And instead of you clean the beach, go ahead and have that part of the beach by your name as a private sector and take care of it for a lifetime. That was the difference, and which I wanted to see it happening in my country. And without ignoring the community services, I wanted also the next generation, the youth, is to start the community services. So you build that belonging to the community, the engagement with the community when they are small, young in age, till they grow up. So that was the beginning of starting the corporate social responsibility, which is Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility. We sat and we started the establishments in 2010. And we got it approved from the government on the 26th of April 2011. So we are very happy that 12 years now we are in service, serving our community, serving our country, serving every single person living in this beautiful land.
And that too in a path towards sustainable corporate service, isn't it?
Definitely.
Khalid, 12 years. How do you think the definition, the way you found that there is a gap of understanding of this definition, how do you think it is you have enhanced this understanding in the society?
In the beginning, the private sector was so close to give you information. Today, they are so proud to share this information.
Okay.
And that shows the difference in adapting the concept of the corporate social responsibility. In the old days, whatever they are doing and dedicated from the budget allocated, they don't put it on their annual
Reports, yeah.
Today you see it there. You see the budget allocated for that. And back on the days, there wasn't any accreditation for the corporate social responsibility. Today there is also an international accreditation certificates similar to ISO. So the ISO 26000 is now dedicated to the social responsibility. Back before the establishments of Bahrain CSR, even internationally, there wasn't the SDG of the United Nations, which happened a couple of years ago. So that means even the world have started to understand the importance of the corporate social responsibility.
Right. I'm sure you must be very happy. And you just touched upon, which I think is the nerve of the society, is the youth. I've seen you have a big movement of youngsters and the energy that they share, which I see on your social media platforms. And you yourself is overseeing that committee of your society. Tell us about your Youth Plus initiatives.
My focus on the youth came from what I have witnessed and experienced in my young days. I didn't have anyone who was going to hold my hand and show me the way to engage with my community. The smallest things that we used to do is just to take that plate of our lunch or dinner and pass it to the neighbor. And that's it. What else we were doing when we were young? There wasn't any NGOs helping us to do such things. There is no directions even in our educations on the school to do community services back then. But look at how beautiful it is today. So what I was lacking in my young days is what I'm doing today with the youth. What do you need to grow a person to become successful in his life? You need to educate him, give him the awareness, show him the current challenges, and let him be in the future before he steps on it. All those 4 steps required somebody to mentor the youth, guide them, let them understand that the future is not what they think. The future is very bright. The future is there for them. They just have to be in the future before the future comes to them. And to do that, engage them with the reality. Today, we have lots of privileged children, but at the same time, we have unprivileged children.
Yes.
Let them understand that what they have is something that they have to appreciate and thanks their family and the supporters for them. And in the same hand, to support somebody who is in need for those things.
True.
One of the programs that I'm very proud of, we started it back in 2018. Bi-weekly, till today, bi-weekly, we distribute 100 lunch meal in villages. But who do we take with us? We take children.
Okay.
They're the one who knock the door of the houses. They're the one who give them the lunch. And they don't say the society name. They don't say Khalid name or anyone name. All what they say to the people who open the door, hi, how are you? This is your lunch. We're your neighbors. Although they are not from the same area, but you just build that, that belonging and engagement from that young person with his community. And he can see how the house is. Maybe that house needs to be rebuilt. Those people might be in a support aid. Let them feel the difference. Let them be engaged. If we don't do to the current generations this way of engagement, tomorrow you will going to see them that they don't care about their community.
Yeah, it's very important that they feel the real texture of life out there and catch them young. Yeah. That's a very good initiative, Khalid. Before we move into the other hats that you wear, one last question on the society. Tell us about, you said it's a non-profitable, it's an NGO.
Yes.
What are the major operations, other than like one which you just now said? What are the other initiatives that you're into?
We have more than 72 program every year.
Okay.
And they are, and our calendar is very clear for anyone wishes to receive it. The calendar is there with the dates of all the programs all the way till December 2024.
Okay.
So we do rebuild, and we have handed over to the government 2 public gardens and villages that we rebuilt. But how did we rebuild those gardens? We brought the company who produced paint, and we says, come, provide us with the paint for all this garden for free. And the question was, why shall I do this for you? He says, how much do you pay for your annual advert of size 1 meter by 1 meter? Is it equal to the paint that you're going to give it to me? But you're going to have your name in the board of that garden for more than a year.
Okay.
We do the same thing with the company who have the blocks. We have the same with the company who have electricity support and equipment, to the plumbers, so we build it by a real initiatives between the private sectors and the need of the community. And then we come back to the youth. Public gardens need to be green. Who plants the tree? The children of that area. So when they put their hand on the soil, on the ground, and they plant the tree, you won't see them tomorrow removing those trees. Plus they will going to come maybe water the green garden. And they will going to ensure that this place that they put their hands in making it beautiful doesn't get spoiled by them. And many other things. We help them building shelters for the street animals and street dogs. We helped in, we graduated more than 800 plus people in our internship program, which led also that the majority of those graduates is unemployed. And why people is not getting what is the main reason that people doesn't get employed? When they apply for a job, most of the places, they don't recruit them because they don't have experience.
Experience.
So we have narrowed the gap in this area. So they come for 2 months and they get experience from more than 5 companies and get educated as well. And all this is also dedicated to the community. And many other programs that if we're going to talk about each and every programs that we are doing for our beautiful country, we need more than 3 to 4 hours. But we are there and we are committed.
Yes.
And one thing that we are proud of is that we don't do programs only and projects. No, we measure the impact when the project is finished. Did it meet the expectation? And is it sustainable? When we did our book for the 10 years achievements of the society, we were so proud and so happy when we were done with the book that 12 out of the 17 SDG of the United Nations, we crossed with them.
Beautiful.
And we didn't know that. We knew it only when we started crafting and writing that book, the achievement book of the 10 years. And not only this, today if you go to the major publishing platform similar to Harvard, you will see our society name there because we did an international research as well.
Good.
And adding to this, our education and the CSR booklets that we are sharing with the lots of universities all across the region. So we don't have the traditional way of being in a society, which is I'm a member in a society, I'm a board member, and that's it. We give justice to where we are, and we love to see the change sustained for us and for the future generations.
Indeed, I can see that you're a happy man. And that is Khalid Al Ghaud, the founder chairman of Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility Society, with us on Success Statements this evening. Let's take a short break. Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live, and with me tonight is Khalid Al Ghaud. Khalid, thank you for taking us through the society and its initiatives and activities and your thoughts on corporate social responsibility. Moving on to the other hats, as I said, I've seen you as a very active part of the society in terms of political association. You've contested 2 elections, and you're part of the anti-human trafficking department of the country, the National Committee to Combat Trafficking, and you're also a businessman, isn't it? Of course, the society is your passion. Keeping that aside, which of these shall we talk about first?
Well, when you work in your own business, you have 2 things that you are doing there: earning your living and building a legacy.
Okay.
When you're joining any of your national committees, you're doing service to your country. When you're doing whatever you're doing to the future generations, you're just doing what you have to do.
That's your responsibility.
I believe that in life, we have 3 channels. Regardless of what is your position, end of the day, even if you are a minister, when you're gone, they won't leave your chair empty. Somebody else will come and take your chair.
Yes.
So your chair is not important. It's what do you do when you got the opportunity to serve. So the 3 channels that I believe on them is the first channel, which we are so much having the world difficult time to understand it, which is understanding ourselves.
Okay.
So the first channel that I focused on, I was very honest with myself. I'm not a person who can do everything. I was so honest in a way that I have listed all my weakness and my challenges. And at the same time, I saw what I'm good at. So I understood the meaning of the first channel. The second thing I asked myself in the second channel, what do I want to do? What is my goal structures in life? Am I here to build money? But I was there on the cemetery who said goodbye to lots of my beautiful lover ones and my family. What did they take with them? Nobody takes anything back when he goes back to the last day of his life. So my second channel is to understand, what is my goal? What is my purpose in this life? What do I want to do? So I understand what is my general goal, specific goal, and what is my transformational goals. And when I moved to the third channel in my life, is am I going to be a good ambassador to whatever I gain from my knowledge, the experience from my work, and the influence that I did in many people's life? Am I going to be a good ambassador to share all this with somebody else? Today I'm so happy that I'm traveling all around the world, meeting lots of youth, meeting lots of camps for refugees, meeting lots of rural areas around the world that I go there and I support in whatever I can. That's for me is much better than any amount that I'm going to have it in my bank account. Because it doesn't, amounts on the bank, they won't give you the joy that you see in somebody else's face. All the materialized things that we have in our life that people is fighting for, it won't stay with you when you're gone. Somebody else will enjoy it. So this is what I'm thinking about. In my life, if you're telling me what would you like to talk about, I want to talk about what I will leave, not what I will have. And that's my motto in life.
Great. That was a great answer to a very simple question. Tell us about your business.
My business started back in 1998. That was my first story with my first business. So I was traveling to Dubai. And then I saw that place called Janveen in a place called Karama. And I saw a beautiful clothing. And they have a brand. And I asked him, what is the price of this? What is the price of this? And the price was not even half of the amount that we are paying in my country. So I said, wow. And I know that those things is a fashionable thing. Some people will buy it so quickly. So I came back and I got no clue in business. So I asked around, where can I find a place in Exhibition Road? Because back then in 1998, Exhibition Road was the place.
Yeah, the place. Yeah.
So I found a place in a basement of a building next to Al Awafi supermarket. I rented the place. And I was so lucky. The place was also furnished. Let's have places where you hang. So I took my first bank loan. And I still remember it. It was 5,000 dinar. I went back and I spent a great amount of it in buying materials. Came back and in less than 2 months, I tripled the amount because I paid each piece triple the amount that I bought it. And it was going. And people was asking, when is the next thing coming?
Okay.
When I saw the satisfied of of winning what I did, I became like anybody else, more greedy. I wanted more. So I entered the property life.
Okay.
And I started renting places. But I lost. I lost because that's not my area of experience. I wanted to do a quick money. But that was wrong. Because you need experience in business in everything that you do. And I didn't have the passion in my second business, and that's what made me lose. But when I saw my passion in events and building conferences, I started again.
Okay.
2004 was Expert Events, where 2010 became Prince Events, because everybody closed their businesses in 2010 because of the financial crisis. But I said to myself, how can I convert that challenge into something that I can win? So I started building conferences with the speakers who have solutions for the international problems. And that was the beginning of the Bahrain International Leadership Conference and many other wonderful conferences that all the speakers have brought to the market solutions. And from Prince Events came Al consultation, and then turns to become the enterprise, and then moving on to international leadership and coaching, where we have now 3 branches in Bahrain and Kuwait and UAE, and then we had another company in UAE, in Kuwait, and then we became the partners of the Middle East of a company in Bali, and then we became also the accreditation body for the trainers and also for the training centers and trainers through the Global Training Federations of the Middle East, and we started growing. We grow in a way that we understood our success for the product and services that we have comes from who is buying from us. So without that person or the community or the people who's buying from us, we will never have any profit. So it's not a choice that you give back to the community. It's a must. And that's where our foundation came. Profit making with a committed to the community. And that's where we believe that our sustainable in all the countries that we are functioning from is based into how much we are also giving back to the community, who will pay also loyalty to us and continue getting our services and products.
Great to hear that. Have you, or what led you to contest the national elections? This is a question which I always wanted to ask you. That too twice.
My passion was never in politics.
Precisely. Then why?
It's a very tough question. I never wanted to join the parliaments for anything that I wanted for myself. I knew one day that the tax is going to come to the country. In 2016, we did a conference in 2016 requesting that the tax is implemented on corporate only, not on the citizens. When I wanted to get into the parliament, because the parliament is the one who's going to edit the rules and regulations. Ensure that every vote is in the benefit of who put you on the parliament, which is the citizens of the country. If I cannot see an organization, regardless if it's the parliaments or not, building the standard of living, I don't wish to be there. So the reason why I wanted to be in the parliament is to hire the privilege and the benefits for the citizens in the country. Because once you grow the citizens in the living standard, that's when they give more. And other things comes with it. Because when you build the standard, the purchase gets more also. When you build the standard, people will be also willing and have the capability to buy more things for the like properties and many other things. We are so happy to be in this country. But for me, my interest when I was running is to see a better rules and regulations added to the current the rules that we have that can give more income to the people, reduce their commitments in tax and other things, have more powerful education system so we can see the future that we want to see, and adding to all those things, have places for the public that they can enjoy themselves in it. That's the reason why I wanted to run.
Good thoughts, good intentions.
But one hand, in Arabic we say, one hand cannot clap.
Clap, yeah. I think the saying is not only in Arabic. Anyway, I do not know whether you would want to contest again.
I don't think.
You don't?
I don't think.
Okay.
I have tried it twice. But I don't think that I want to do this anymore. The reason why, I have built a structure of giving to my country in a way I don't need today to be in a parliament to serve with what I want.
Very well said, very well said. Yes, we can always do the things that we want from the heart, from the place where we are. You necessarily need not have to be somewhere to do. I agree with you 100%, and I'm sure Khalid Al-Gawd is doing his best in all what he should be doing to this country. Let's take a short break on success statements from BMC Global Live.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live, and with me tonight is the dynamic Khalid Al-Gawd. Khalid, we come to the last segment of the show where I would want you to take us through your personal goals in life, the beautiful family of yours, and your passions, your engagements, etc., etc. I mean, passions other than the society. I know you're fully busy with those activities, but still, what do you do during your free time, if at all you have any, or what would be your choice of a hobby or a free time passion?
Well, my passion and my hobbies is a lot.
Yeah.
And if you ask me if I do have time to fulfill those passions that I have, I will tell you yes.
Okay.
Any country that I visit, which is my passion to visit countries, learn from their culture, learn how people is thinking. We should not judge other people by the way that they are thinking or the way that they are acting regarding things, because we did not live in their house, we're not from their same country, we're not from the same university or school that they went to, so we have no right at all to judge other people's communication and culture with us. So my passion is a lot of things, and whatever move my adrenaline in my blood is what I love to do. So I love to do all the scary things that you can imagine.
Okay, like?
Including skydiving.
All right.
Including zip lining from the longest zip line in the world.
Okay.
Including bungee jumping.
Okay.
Including a lot of things that people, when they hear those things, is, are you serious? You're very calm. I said, yeah, I'm calm. Till I get my head in those places. So my passion is a lot of things. I live with a beautiful family, and with God's blessing, My family, especially my uncles and my aunts, is what makes me so happy in this life. The reason why is that I grew up under the arms of a very strict grandfather who shaped me into who I am today.
Okay.
And after him, the second generation who took care of me. And I remember one thing that changed my life. Until today, I remember it and I always share it with people. When I looked at my grandfather in Manama, and I said, and I called him Dad. My grandfather, I used to call him Dad. And I said, everybody loved to come to your shop. And everybody loved to sit and talk to you. And whenever you take me with you to other places to meet your friends, they stood up, they welcome you so warmly, and they love to see you. You're a lovable person. How can I be like you? And that was the one question I asked him in my whole life. And I said, Dad, I want to be like you. His answer is what I share with people till today. He said, what do you want exactly? Your life is a mirror. You want people to like you, to treat you good, treat them good. Do you want people to lie at you, on your face? Lie to people. You want people to accept you? Accept people. You want people to communicate with you and to welcome you and to receive you in a good way, so when they come, do the same thing. Whatever you're going to do, it's going to come back to you. The blessing of my family made me reflect the hardness-ship that I received in my youngest ages from my grandfather. And now I understand that all what he did, when I used to don't like it, and I said, why he's treating me like this, I had a reason. Now I do understand it, because life is very tough. If you're weak in this life, you won't have a space. But doesn't mean that you have to be tough. Because when you're tough, you're easy broken. It's how do you see life from different angle?
Interesting.
This is my life.
Do you have a goal, a personal goal in life which you look forward to achieve?
Yeah, to retire in a very beautiful place next to the sea.
Okay. Right.
That's my goal. So my retirement won't be very far from now. I have planned to go on a full retirement in 2025, just very soon, a couple of years only left. And that's where I'm going to just settle, continue writing my books. I have published 20 books so far. All of them is educational and management books. On the last stages of publishing a story.
Interesting.
And then I will just dedicate myself to just an advice to whoever who wanted to live right.
Any specific projects in the pipeline for the society before you retire in the next 2 years?
The biggest project is to hand it over to somebody who can sustain it.
Okay.
It's not my society. It's the people's society. But I just want to ensure that who comes next is somebody who can sustain what have been built by all the members and who was also associated with the society. This is my biggest project.
All the very best, Khalid. We hope and pray that you find the right person who would sustain your dream and with the same energy and spirit, be committed to giving back to this society. Can I have your wrapping comments, please?
I'll say it in 2 words. Life is right.
Okay.
You have to live it right.
Thank you very much. We are indeed very honored to have you with us in the studios. Thank you once again.
And thank you for the invitation. Thanks to you and to your team. It was lovely seeing you again.
Same here, Khalid. Thank you. A journey of dedication, of unwavering commitment to making a positive impact in the society, with contributions continuing to inspire and empower individuals and organizations alike. That was the vibrant Khalid Al Ghaud, the founder of Bahrain Corporate Social Responsibility Society, with us on success statements from BMC Global Life. Until we meet next week with yet another guest, this is Raji Unikrishnan signing off. Good night.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.